Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Season 2, Episode 2 of Euphoria. Last we saw, Fez beat the ever-loving shit out of Nate. It looks like Nate was going to possibly be brain dead or even killed maybe, but then they showed in the promo for Season 2, Episode 2, that he looks like he recovers fairly well. Now, he could have brain damage, something else could be wrong with him, but for the most part, it looks like he's completely okay. It looked like towards the end of the promo, he had wicked stitches in his head, like at least 3 crosses, like a big scar like this, and then one kind of going up. It looked like he had wicked scars, but hey, just the fact the dude is even walking and talking. I went back when I edited that video and counted, and he hit him at least 12 to 15 times, bounced his head off the tile, hit him with a Tito's bottle that shattered. I don't know if you guys have ever seen or were hit with a bottle of alcohol before, especially a hard alcohol bottle. A beer bottle is hard enough. Hard alcohol is even harder, and he shattered it across Nate's cheek, like his face, and he had a giant wicked scar, it looked like, from that in the episode. But in the promo, I didn't really see any wicked scar across his face. Maybe I was paying closer attention to the one on his head. Besides that, Ashtray brained Mouse. He literally ran in like a ninja and hammered Mouse like right in the what am I thinking? Temples. He smashed him right in the temple and killed him. And then the other guy got racked right in the nose. Then they take drugged out girls and Ashtray to the new supplier. Fez is awesome and I love him, but sometimes he's got to draw the line and be like, Rue, you're staying. And his other friend is just as dumb, brings Faye, who looks like she's worse on drugs than Rue. Rue expresses herself more, but Faye was just being dumb. Like, Rue will say and do things that you're like, come on, chill. But Faye was literally mouthing off to the drug guy like, don't be fucking stupid, or whatever the hell she said. Her head was slammed through the wall. He was destroying his own house. Now we have this older woman, Lori, who is going to be the new Mouse, I guess, but I bet you she's crazier and more violent than Mouse, even though she looks like this nice lady that has a lot of guys at her house. I mean, obviously she doesn't look like that much of a nice lady because of the fact she lives with dudes like this, but that's insane in itself. I just got to jump in. We already talked at the end of the last episode. You guys want to be way ahead, full on edited reactions to this and other shows I do. If you're seeing this on YouTube, we are in full on Patreon with this one. I'm sorry I couldn't get episode 1 out in full. I was watching football and kind of skipping around. I didn't know if I was actually going to do the show, so there is no full reaction to episode 1. I could possibly edit up a season 2 episode 1 version that has way more content, but every like 5 or 10 minutes I'm running out of the room to go check a play and I pause this, and then sometimes I didn't pause it and I had to rewind back. It was ridiculous. So I don't know if you guys really want that. Maybe I can pull some strings or do something possibly, but in the long run, right now we got this. We're jumping in. This is season 2 episode 2 Euphoria. Viewer discretion is advised, guys, in case you're 5 years old,
however hard we thought
and
life
watching
was.
me watch horrible violence. Nate
Jacobs was in love.
Tell me he fell in love with Fez. Did Fez beating the shit out of him make him love Fez? That would be freaking amazing. And I could be batshit crazy for even saying that.
What was it about Cassie Howard that allowed Nate to fully surrender?
Okay, never mind. I went nuts.
And maybe if he met Cassie when he was a sophomore instead of Maddie.
I can imagine starting a family with you. Can you hear me?
How would he know?
That's great.
He knew he could do a better job than his dad.
Any soon-to-be mamas want to take a dip?
But there's no point in fantasizing about a life with Cassie when he knew that Maddie had that disc.
I mean, not for nothing, dude. What is wrong with you that you would even leave it in the book?
Hey, man. Nurse?
Jesus, that's some imagery to see when you're, Was he just reborn?
It was the first day of school after the new year.
Rue still looks like pale and shit though. Like, look at her.
I didn't know you were such a romantic.
She looks like she's half asleep. Maybe she's just high all the time.
Please, God, do not fuck up my life.
Yo, Rue.
Hey,
What's going on?
I'm Jules.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is Jules.
Hey, I'm Elliot.
Yeah, you're being super weird And you're not normally debilitating like this.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Guys,
That's where we met.
Jules isn't stupid.
I didn't know you were,
She wasn't.
Sort of spent the last few days hanging out with Elliot.
Okay. I don't think they hooked up or anything. I think they just do drugs together. Drug buddies.
I love you, bye.
That's not cool at all.
Cassie had gone through a low-grade depression.
When's the last time you showered?
I love they're just floating in a jacuzzi, holding hands. Why are they in love with the
She was
psychopaths?
drunk.
They have a extremely toxic relationship. Maybe Fez rocketed him in the head like that.
Tylenol.
Why is there blood all over her?
Hey Cass, I'm gonna go hang out with my best friend Theo.
Well, that was nice.
She liked the kid she babysat for, but what she loved the most,
The mother's closet. She's got a six-pack. She's got some solidness going on. The closet sings. I want to believe that when she walked into this closet, Judy Garland kicked in. It's a motion sensor Judy Garland alarm. Uh-oh. Help me unzip.
Can you help me with this zipper?
Watch the mom comes onto her or something. I'm thinking the dad's gonna watch the mom does. The mom's like, I'm drunk. Go for it. Start hooking up with the mom. Get all her clothes.
Actually triggering.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really sweet.
Hope this works out. Kat is probably the sweetest. For entertainment's sake, what was that? What was that? What is happening? Huh?
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Go, Ethan. Bye.
Oh, I love Kat. A few days later, he's released. Man, he looks like he went 10 rounds with Apollo Creed. Fez hits hard, man.
but if you
Man.
dislike your kid, well, that's sort of your fault.
I hope the dad tries to retaliate and equally gets the shit beat out of him.
Those aren't the emotions of a sin.
Yeah, that's a girl fighting with dudes.
She's gonna spend the rest of her life trying to kill me.
Who says that?
She'll actually kill you.
Oh,
Sorry to hear you, bitch.
you got the biggest asshole douche getting fought over by like 5 girls. Like, why? Rue finally gets what she wants and shits it up.
He was kind of an even bigger.
Oh, I don't understand.
You have a crush on him.
I do not have a fucking
No, I just like doing drugs with him, which is worse.
get you in trouble?
Yeah.
He seems like a good...
You should do drugs.
She looks at the camera. She looked at me. Been in experiences like this where she is basically all about Elliot for the drugs.
Fezco had a new house guest.
Faye?
Ashtray was so pissed off he couldn't even speak to Fez. Faye had pushed the motel manager off the balcony.
What?
The last thing Fezco needed was the cops finding Faye with Custer.
Text histories. Find out what exactly happened.
Her text was having sex was a mistake.
You heard him. He was going to call the police.
No, he wasn't. He was bluffing, and you fell for it because you're a fucking idiot.
Almost killed Nate. That was his decision.
And you all love Nate, who is the biggest piece of... Sometimes you gotta shut a switch off and be normal. And then sometimes you gotta beat the living shit out of somebody.
Time when she did get the courage to say something.
What are you gonna tell my mom or something?
Yeah, if you don't stop.
She backed down.
It's going back to what I said before. Jules felt responsible. Lexi feels responsible. Oh my god, this song is great, but it kicked in so creepily. Haunted by... Was that Labyrinth again?
Jules invited me over to NA that night. So I went to Elliot's for a bit.
I mean, maybe he's just looking for a drug buddy too, but I think he's gonna start falling for Rue and make it very complicated.
Just that, like, I wish it was that simple, like, well, my dad died, so I started doing drugs.
I'm assuming that's Adderall. It looked like before Adderall, maybe painkillers.
Do you think it's a good thing that we're friends?
No, you're probably encouraging horrible things.
She decided to make a list of pros and cons.
All of his pros are going to be like goody-goody stuff. Cute, handsome, funny, doesn't come in like a Viking and chop people's heads off.
Think of anything.
Every day you get out of bed, it's an act of courage.
You have to love yourself.
You need to find your inner fucking warrior.
Become a bad bitch.
I found it inspiring.
I love Kat. Oh my god, this is great. What's going on here? Oh god!
What the fuck?
That's Cassie running to Nate's car! Look at this.
Look who the cat dragged in.
Yeah.
Oh my god, look how messed up she is. He knows it.
I see you're still on your suicide mission.
Ali's gonna get pissed though. You can't just be like, you piece of shit, because then they'll never talk to you. You gotta kind of like be subtle, like, dude, really? Alright, if you got it, alright. Ali's like, you can't even stay awake in freaking meetings.
You want to tell me who that girl was you just had over? I could count in my hand how many friends you done had over here.
She's one of them.
So far, most of what I saw in the promo I thought was over the season. It looks like it's in this. Just spitballing. What if he went fucking nuts when he got brain damage and he murders her right now?
We can't see each other.
He did all of this just to say that my ass. Now she runs away. My god, Lexi's looking good. Look at this. And there's Faye. Awesome.
She's just staying with me for a bit.
This is gonna ruin it, but maybe that's good. Oh my god. That's Nate's dad. I mean, the dad is going to Fez's territory. There's no way Nate's gonna not bang her in this situation. He's got the self-control. He's obviously gonna bang her. You guys will never learn. Never learn. And Nate knows just what to say.
Are you ever gonna look Maddie in the eye again?
Well, that was something to say. Oh god, he has a gun. Nate's dad probably has a gun. They gave each other a look. Not for nothing. There's 3.
You got any spearmint gum? She tell you who I am?
Look at this shit. Ashtray's ready. It's not a gun. It's something else. But he has something in that pocket.
Just a concerned father.
Nice shot. I like that.
How about you let me be right home?
I'm okay. I got my bike.
You can get a DUI for bicycle. That's the right move. Ali's right. Fez has a shotgun. I understand Nate's father's got problems and he's a sick, scary man. But he's going against drug dealers. A 12-year-old just brained somebody last episode. And Nate's dad thinks he's got, like, pull.
I think I'm gonna get back together with Nate.
Don't do it.
I don't know if I can help it.
She's doing well, right?
She's got a long way to go.
Yeah, just put it on them. Just be like, it's up to her.
You have a lovely night.
You too.
That was nice. I like that. I wasn't sure. Ali's charismatic, though, man. Oh, great.
Is it true you killed Mouse?
Go to sleep.
She knows way too much. She might have to be, like, taken care of at some point.
Sure you want to have this conversation?
Yeah, Nate, I do.
You remember that classmate of mine that you fucked? Right. So she told her best friend, and now they keep threatening to go down to the police station and say that you like to fuck little kids.
Oh my god, I love it. Yes, what do you have to say now, sir?
I want to apologize.
I don't need your apologies.
I didn't know how old she was.
Well, what she didn't know is that you were filming her.
And you're cheating on mom, you creepy weirdo.
Do you have it?
Do you have it? That's all he cares about. Nate's like, oh, you came in here ready to hammer me.
Do you have it?
Guys, that was a great ending. The dad takes him in the room and thinks like, oh, you're going to let drug dealers beat you up, you little pussy? Let me beat your ass some more. Like, not for nothing. Nate just got out of the hospital. He could be suffering weird brain damage, things that people haven't even detected yet. He seems like he's the same old Nate. Right there, he's manipulating his father like he manipulated everybody. He's manipulating Cassie. He literally picks her up, takes her to an abandoned, or not abandoned, he takes her to a construction site that we saw in the promo and says to her, we can't do this anymore. Cassie runs away. He hooks up with her and then says, how you ever gonna look Maddie in the eye again? Like, he just knows what to say and when to say it to really mentally screw with people. And he just did it at the end there too with his dad. His dad thought he had all the cards in his hand. Like, I just want to let you know, I know you got beat up by a drug dealer and I went down and handled your shit. Really, Dad? Because the reason we're all in this is because you can't stop banging children on the side and videotaping it. A lot of that is still manipulation. That didn't happen. He's making it sound like, Dad, all this happened because of your tape and you banging Jules. Now, parts of that might be true, and you can maybe misconstrue things or reassign things different ways to make that make sense. But that's not the case. It's because Nate's a piece of shit, and because Nate talked shit to Fez, and Fez basically said like, I'll kill you. Then they had words. Then Nate called him about the drug dealing enterprise, and that's why the cops came down on him and why Fez had to do everything he did. That's why Fez had to rob the dude and pay Mouse, and why Ashtray had to kill Mouse. The whole series of events is because of Nate, and it has nothing on the surface to do with the father. Now, like I said, you can make it appear so, and that's what Nate just did. Nate is extremely smart in evil ways. The second a situation presents itself, Nate can literally mastermind his way through this in a way that'll make him a winner, but he's always doing it to hurt other people. I mean, you gotta respect the mind of Nate in the sense of like evil genius. He's a horrible person, probably my most hated person on the show. Besides maybe the father. The father is more evil, I think. And Nate, I gotta admit, I enjoyed that. If Nate's going to pull one over on anybody, it's that he pulls it over on the father. So I enjoyed that. And that means to me that the dad is the most hated in the show for me. Because if I could get happy about Nate manipulating somebody that much, then I must really hate that guy. And the dad, I want the dad to suffer. Now, the promo showed multiple scenes where the dad had his head bandaged up and he was riding the Jeep Wrangler like a maniac, screaming with cops chasing him and everything. So clearly, we did not see everything that the promo showed in this episode. But I do see there's a new promo, so we're going to jump into that. What else do I want to talk about real quick? Lexi put on some makeup. She dolled herself up. She went and saw Fez, and then that's when the shit hit the fan. I mean, Lexi being there kind of did maybe help the situation in a way, because I don't think Nate's dad wanted to pull a gun or do anything. He had to have had a gun in his pocket and just chose not to pull it out. Maybe it's because Lexi was there. What's he going to do? Go into a gunfight with Lexi there? That shit will get way out of hand. And I feel like Lexi being there is one of the main reasons he didn't pull a gun out if he did have one. And then he was basically just being like, hey, I know where you are. You know who I am. You got to know I'm Nate's dad at this point. But Fez now has shotguns and security. I mean, you don't want to go toe-to-toe with a drug dealer. They got way less to lose than you, sir. Like, what are you thinking? And then he goes and confronts Nate. The whole thing is crazy. Besides that, Kat's dealing with a bunch of shit, but I love Kat. Cassie and Nate is horrible, and Cassie and Maddie might never be friends again. Maddie calls Jules, and they go bowling, and they have a little sit-down. Rue is still messed up on drugs, and that whole Elliot thing, that's the last thing I'm going to say. Ali went and visited the mom. That was cool. We got in touch with all that, so we're all on the same page. But the Elliot thing, I said it during the episode just in case I didn't get it in the edit. I'm starting to think this is a total spitball, but episode 1 showed that Ashtray was abandoned by a woman. Now we see Elliot, who has a mom. It doesn't look like Elliot has a dad, and Elliot is connecting to Rue on a lot of levels. But drug-wise, we don't know for sure, or at least I don't. I'm not positive. Does Rue go both ways? Is Rue bisexual? Because since we've known her, she's had a thing for Jules. But I feel like she's liked guys. She did say she kissed a guy in an episode back in season 1. I'm willing to bet she's bi, or could, go that way if under the influence and starts, getting along with Elliot much better. But I'm starting to think, I'm just spitting it out now in case it becomes a thing. It is possible that Ashtray might be the brother of Elliot. That is my theory right now, because they just showed it in episode 1 that Ashtray is motherless and the mother abandoned him, and he'd have to be around the age, or the mother would have to be around the age of the parents that are Rue's friends' parents. So I'm thinking that's what's going on. Maybe I'm wrong. I also feel like the face tattoos are making some weird connection, even though Ashtray clearly didn't get them till later on in life. But I don't know, guys. You let me know what you think. I'm jumping into the promo. You guys want to be way ahead, full unedited reactions to all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, as far ahead as possible on the ones we're on right now that won't allow me to be done, and hundreds of exclusives you'll only see on Patreon. The link's in front of me. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.